Welcome to Organic Awakening. Today, we're about to uncover a hidden danger that could be harming your health without you even realizing it. Your liver, your body's silent guardian, works tirelessly to filter toxins and keep you thriving. But what happens when it's overwhelmed by the wrong foods? Fatty liver disease is a growing epidemic, affecting millions worldwide, often without warning signs until it's too late. If you've ever felt unexplained fatigue, stubborn weight gain, or digestive discomfort, your liver might be crying out for help. The good news? You can take control, starting with what you eat. And today, I'll reveal the worst food that wreaks havoc on your liver, a silent villain many consume daily without a second thought. Want to protect your health and reclaim your vitality? Stay with me, and let's dive in. 9. Sugary sweets and candies. You may think that having a chocolate or a piece of candy occasionally doesn't cause harm, but the truth is that processed sweets are one of the biggest culprits behind the rise in fatty liver disease. These foods are packed with refined sugar, corn syrup, and fructose, substances that the liver must process rapidly. The problem is that when we consume excessive sugar, the liver converts it into fat, leading to fat accumulation and inflammation. Corn syrup, widely used in the candy and beverage industry, is one of the worst enemies of the liver. Studies show that this type of sweetener is directly linked to insulin resistance and increased fat buildup in the liver. Unlike glucose, which the body can use for energy, the fructose in these products goes straight to the liver, where it turns into fat. Even worse, these products often contain high amounts of artificial colorings and preservatives, further overloading this vital organ. Have you ever considered the long-term impact that an innocent sweet can have on your health? Beyond liver damage, excessive sugar consumption contributes to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. Sugar is addictive, making us crave more and creating a dangerous cycle of overconsumption and progressive damage to the body. The good news is that there are healthier alternatives for those who don't want to give up sweets. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, unsweetened dried fruits, and homemade treats made with natural sweeteners like honey or erythritol are less harmful options for the liver. 8. Packaged snacks. Packaged snacks like potato chips and corn snacks are irresistible, crispy, and delicious. But behind that momentary pleasure lies a massive problem for your liver health. These foods are loaded with trans fats, refined oils, excessive sodium, and an endless list of chemical additives that overload the liver. Frequent consumption can lead to silent inflammation and fat accumulation in the liver, significantly increasing the risk of fatty liver disease. Trans fats are particularly dangerous. Unlike natural fats that the body can efficiently metabolize, trans fats are processed irregularly by the liver, promoting fat deposits in the organ. This not only contributes to obesity, but also worsens insulin resistance and makes it harder for the liver to filter toxins. Prolonged consumption of these substances can trigger serious liver problems, including fibrosis. Another major villain in snacks is excessive sodium. To keep these snacks crispy and tasty, the industry adds large amounts of salt and flavor enhancers like monosodium glutamate. High sodium intake contributes to fluid retention and can overload the liver, impairing its proper function. Additionally, the high sodium content in ultra-processed foods can lead to increased blood pressure, creating a dangerous cycle for cardiovascular and liver health. What makes these foods even more harmful are the chemical additives, artificial colorings, preservatives, and stabilizers that not only extend the shelf life of snacks, but also force the liver to work overtime to eliminate them from the body. The problem is that with excessive consumption, the liver may lose its ability to process these toxins, leaving the body vulnerable to chronic inflammation and liver disease. If you want to preserve your health, drastically reduce your consumption of packaged snacks. And if the foods mentioned so far are bad for your liver, wait until you discover the #1 worst food, by far the most harmful to your liver health. 7. Donuts and industrial pastries. There's nothing like the combination of sugar and fat, and that's exactly what makes donuts and processed pastries so dangerous for the liver. These foods are calorie bombs, rich in trans fats, refined sugar, and white flour. the perfect recipe for fat accumulation in the liver and inflammation. The problem is that besides being extremely tasty and addictive, they are everywhere, making them a daily temptation that is hard to resist. Whole grains, for example, are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help stabilize blood sugar levels and protect the liver from inflammation. Other options like quinoa and black rice are also excellent choices for maintaining liver health. Now we're getting closer to the worst food for your liver: white rice. You might not expect it, but white rice, one of the most widely consumed foods in the world, can be a serious threat to your liver. It may seem harmless since it's a staple in millions of meals every day, but the truth is that white rice is a refined carbohydrate that causes rapid glucose spikes in the blood, directly contributing to fat accumulation in the liver. When we eat white rice, its starch quickly turns into glucose, causing a sudden rise in blood sugar levels. This, in turn, requires a significant release of insulin to restore balance. Over time, this process can lead to insulin resistance, a key factor in the development of fatty liver disease. In other words, frequent consumption of white rice can cause your liver to store fat uncontrollably, even if you don't notice the effects right away. Number 5. Processed meats. Sausages, ham, bologna, and bacon may be tasty and convenient, but when it comes to liver health, they are true traps. Processed meats are among the worst foods for liver health because they contain high levels of saturated fats, sodium, and chemical preservatives that make the liver's job harder. Regular consumption is directly linked to fat accumulation in the liver and the development of fatty liver disease, hepatic steatosis. One of the biggest problems with processed meats is their excessive sodium content. To ensure a longer shelf life and enhance flavor, these products are packed with salt and chemical additives that disrupt the body's fluid balance. Excess sodium can lead to fluid retention, increased blood pressure, and, most importantly, liver overload. Number 4. Industrialized pizza may be one of the most beloved foods worldwide, but the industrialized version hides silent dangers for your liver. Packed with refined flour, ultra-processed cheeses, and trans fats, it becomes a true inflammatory and caloric bomb for the body. Frequent consumption of this food can accelerate fat accumulation in the liver and worsen insulin resistance, increasing the risk of fatty liver disease. The base of industrialized pizza made with white flour is one of the primary concerns. Like white bread and refined rice, the flour used in pizza dough has a high glycemic index, meaning it quickly turns into glucose in the blood. This excess sugar forces the liver to work harder to process it. When consumed frequently, it can contribute to fat buildup in the liver. Number 3. Fatty meats, such as ribs, picanha, and pork ribs, are incredibly flavorful and part of many culinary traditions. The liver is responsible for metabolizing fats ingested through diet. When there is an excessive consumption of saturated fats, this organ has to work harder to break them down. However, when this fat is not used as energy, it starts accumulating within the liver itself, making it harder for the organ to perform essential functions like filtering toxins and producing important substances for the body. Another major problem with fatty meats is their impact on insulin resistance. Frequent consumption of these foods can disrupt blood glucose levels and impair the body's response to insulin, further increasing the risk of metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes. As we know, insulin resistance is directly linked to fat accumulation in the liver and liver inflammation. If you don't want to give up meat, the best strategy is to opt for lean cuts like steak, sirloin, and chicken breast. 2. Industrialized ice cream. There's nothing like a refreshing ice cream on a hot day, right? But what many people don't realize is that this seemingly innocent treat can be one of the biggest enemies of liver health. Industrialized ice creams are packed with refined sugar, corn syrup, and trans fats, an explosive combination that leads to fat accumulation in the liver and widespread inflammation in the body. 1. Soft drinks. If there's one food you should eliminate from your diet immediately, it's soft drinks and artificial juices. These beverages may seem harmless, but in reality, they are loaded with sugar and chemical additives that silently damage your liver health. Frequent consumption of these drinks is directly linked to the development of fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and severe liver inflammation. Many diet and sugar-free soft drinks contain artificial sweeteners, which, although they don't raise blood sugar levels, disrupt gut microbiota and negatively affect metabolic function. Studies suggest that these sweeteners can contribute to chronic liver inflammation, making it even harder for the liver to regenerate. If you want to protect your liver and avoid fatty liver disease, it's essential to eliminate soft drinks and artificial juices from your diet.